Fourth one, I will make myself available to the Lord for service. And number five, I will study and seek to grow as a Christian person. This actually is a tool for us. It actually reminds us of what Rika gave in her talk. You know, the five tools that we need to live as Christians. So, you know, we have the prayer, the fellowship, study, service. Okay, so it's just a nice way to, you know, kind of remind ourselves, you know, why we're singles for Christ. I'm kind of a new member in SFC. I was dedicated last year in November. So, you know, the whole year has been a blessing. It was a great experience living in this community. So, once you join the community, you'll be assigned to a household, which is a group of about 8 to 12 people. So this is where you, after the CLP, because this is not the end of your Christian life, it's just the beginning. So, you know, after the CLP, what's next, right? So, it's not going to stop. We're just going to keep on living as Christians. So, one good way to do this is to come together as one group. So, in the household, this is where you'll be having household meetings. So, for example, last Wednesday we had our household meeting in Edmund's place. So, you know, it's a good way to share our experiences and also to have worship and prayer, and to have you know, discussions and reflections. So what's the importance of having a household meeting? You know, so in the household meeting, worshiping in a member's place, it's making a statement that, you know, God is in the center of our lives. You know, when we have it in our homes, then that means that, you know, we acknowledge that, you know, God is in, you know, God's presence is in the place, right? So when we come together, two or three are gathered, right? So two or three are gathered, God is in the midst of everyone. Now, another thing is it's also a good way to evangelize. Let's say, who among you here is living with other family members? Say parents, brothers, sisters. Okay, so let's say Sarge. Do you have brothers and sisters? How many? Okay, 5 participants. Okay. It's a good way to spread the good news. You know, spread how good it is to be a Christian and to be part of the community. So by having your household meetings in your homes, you know, they see, you know, other family members will be able to see the goodness in what you're doing. One good example will be probably myself. Actually, I really had no intention of joining Singles for Christ. I was kind of like sheltered, right? Before, because my parents are part of Couples for Christ. They started joining about 4 years ago, and you know, I was helping them out, you know, playing for them, sharing my talent. But that was it. It's just that my brother joined probably a couple of years later, but I was like, okay, I'm not really interested. But seeing how it really transformed them, you know, how they live their lives, you know, I saw that there was this transformation. So that kind of, you know, triggered me to, hey, why not join? So last year, when my parents' household, you conducted this CLP, I joined it. Although it's not the same as all singles, because this was like all ministries, so it's not as I would say fun and exciting as this group, because there's like couples and people, but the consolation was there's always good group, so that's the best part about it. But once I joined, it's still like, I'm still not getting it, because after I was dedicated, Robert called me up. We had our first household meeting in our house, and I'm still not getting it. But probably a month later, when we had all these activities, actually my brother pushed me to go to go to Santa Monica to distribute blankets for the homeless. That really changed my mind, because seeing those people who were homeless, that made me feel that I'm really blessed. So that really took off, because one event after the other, so it's just bam, bam, bam. We had our covenant orientation, we have our conference, and now the CLP. So everything that I've done, it's really a great experience, and I thank the community for giving me this chance to speak in front of you, to tell you about this great community. So what's next after being dedicated? So what's in store for you are different events and programs that you can attend after the dedication. So in the first year of Singles for Christ, being members, we have the covenant orientation. We also have the singles weekend retreat, which is really a powerful retreat, because this is where we experience God's love. Just being with one another in the company of other members, and that's actually the part where it really took off for me. Serving God and the community. We also have numerous events that we love to join. There's the Singles for Christ conferences, and that was in August, and it was a great experience for me, because we did all sorts of fun activities, especially in the creative. So I encourage you to really attend next year's conference, which will be in Maryland. How did you? Okay, so you're excited. Okay, so there's also pro-life events. I believe that for next year's theme, it's all going to be about pro-life, and also 100% pure. Because our focus is to really pray for the unborn babies, unborn children. So it's one good way to serve in the community.